Hey, what's going on, guys? Josh Brickz here. We're bringing you another LEGO City update. Before we do that, we got some new sig figs, as well as some more news. I mentioned last time I should probably extend the train platform because how many sig figs I'm making. And what do you know, I actually managed to do that, among other things. So we have Brickz over here, and we have Chris and Ian from Mini Life TV, as well as their Season 5 counterparts. Fortunately, I didn't have the same wig twice for Chris, as unfortunately, so oh well. But unfortunately, the classic versions of the Mini Life gang are not going to be in my LEGO City, because a while back ago I made a Mini Life TV mock based on their stop motion series. So that's outside of my city, and that's where the classic ones will go. The modern ones, whoop, there goes Ian. So I probably shouldn't be touching these guys. These guys will be in the city. So yeah. So we got Brickz and the Mini Life TV gang. So yeah. All right, let's continue on with this LEGO City update. Okay, so yeah, to continue this city update, we have some important things to show. One major thing is I completely dusted off as best as I could most of the LEGO City. I say most of it because there's still a few, a few elements that are just a bunch of large and small plates stuck together. So the back alley, as well as that whole forestry area where I got the Mario builds, are unfortunately undusted, but everything else is pretty much dusted. The only reason is because, well, I didn't have time to do that, and well, like I said, these are all just a bunch of like smaller plates shoved together, so it's going to be really difficult to clean that up without me ripping apart that whole alleyway. Let's go ahead and get a smaller look and see what's kind of changed throughout the this time. Looks like step through the magic portal is a bunch of Lego Sonic bootlegs. So I want you to deal with those guys. My flaming trash can I've always had in the back there. Looks like we got an Inkling, and he's spraying ink all over the ground. Maybe doing some practicing for a turf war. Yeah. Toxic waste dump. Toxic waste barrel. So this alleyway is meant to be not the friendliest part of the town in my city. A lot of sketchy things kind of going over there. Of course, we got the docks. Nothing real has changed there. Again, one of the major things I did was I kind of delayed a project here. I still need to dust off this section here, but excuse me, a little bit heartburn there. If you guys remember last time, this floor was nearly finished, but now it looks worse than it currently is, and that's because I ripped apart some of these bricks. I ripped apart and took some of the red bricks from this project, and decided to use it for a stop motion build. I'm not gonna name what that's going to, but I used a lot of red bricks for a stop motion build, and hopefully, probably in the near and or distant future, we'll be able to see that set in action. You guys want to see a sneak peek? Yep, there it is. Hopefully you guys got that. So yeah, let's take a better, more in-depth look in the LEGO City, and I'll show you a few things that have changed city-wise. So as I mentioned, I extended the train platform. So because that's sounds like my computer's dying in the background. Ignore that. Anyway, I extended the train platform mainly because, well, I've been making a lot of sig figs as of lately. At this time, I didn't make a lot of sig figs in between the times, but I made a lot of sig figs during that. Been making a lot of sig figs, and I decided to extend the train platform, so there's a little bit more to be on there whenever I introduce a new sig fig. As I mentioned before, most of my minifigs, they're just wandering the streets, are all sig figs. They're all sig figs, so yeah, if you guys see your sig figs in my city, feel free to let me know where you want them to actually go, I said, if you guys see your sig, like I said, if you see your sig fig, let me know, where you want them placed randomly in my city, or do you not see your sig fig? If not, then you know, sound out in the comments below what the parts are, and if I have those parts, I don't do Bricklink orders. That's kind of I don't have the budget for Bricklink anymore, so, if I already have the parts, or if they're in a not too expensive set I can easily run to the store and get, then maybe, just maybe I'll build your sig fig. Like I said, and I want to create this whole city to be nothing but sig figs. I mentioned before in there, we got the old, all the classic minifigs are in our classic district. I've seen a new addition there because we've got one of these older minifigs. Some of the older fans might recognize these suckers. Yeah, we got my little Donkey Kong construction setup there. We got Mario. Like I said, we got Donkey Kong, Pauline, and then, like I said, this whole most of my buildings are still like either constructed or updated. I still need to get some more yellow bricks to work on this third floor of this apartment complex. So, yeah, this is still a work in progress. And these are the current yellow bricks I've only got right now that are on top of my crane. As you see, I put the crane in the center to make it look like, yeah, this thing swings over, picks up stuff from over here, and drops it over here. So yeah, I try not to swing that around just in case I don't want any minifigs. I do have some yellow bricks. I still need to find some. So yeah, almost got that setup complete. Yeah, police station. I mentioned before my overly large octane tower that has what? That has like I think 13 floors on it. So yeah, like I said, whenever I finish this thing, yeah, interior-wise, I mean, whenever I finish the interiors to this thing, I will do a mock video. But it's not that high on my priority list at the moment, so yeah, you guys might be waiting a while for that. Not to mention, this thing is huge and a pain to get off of the Lego City. It's huge and heavy. Like I said, this thing is so big, it puts that 2-foot, $200 Ferris wheel to shame. I can only imagine if this was an actual Lego set, how much would that cost? Anyway, I have gotten a few complaints before that I need to wash some of the bricks of my white buildings, and you're absolutely right. Only problem is I don't want to take some of these buildings apart. I've had them for so long that, yeah, they're. I kind of like the aged look for some of these, especially that 7-Eleven. It definitely looks like a 7-Eleven that's been in business for a while. I removed the windows to this cafe mock. Mainly, again, because I needed those windows to a stop motion set. So I needed those windows for an upcoming stop motion set I'm working on. So yeah. Anyway, I'm starting to drag this on. So I guess let's run the trains around for a bit, and yeah, and I'll talk to you guys afterwards. Hey guys, I hate to cut back into this, but unfortunately, I was going to run the train, but we're having some difficulties. The thing is barely running, so the batteries are starting to die out, so unfortunately, no train running this time. Trains are delayed. Unfortunately, so yeah, I will see you guys later, unfortunately. Take care, all that. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell for all notifications, and well, you've heard this plenty of times from other YouTubers, so adios.